Jasmine M. wants to know the current opinion that the UK general public has of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Can you speak on behalf of your fellow countrymen?
Well, I have a very different view to a lot of people. And on the show that I do at home, Loose Women, I'm like the only person who flies the Harry and Meghan flag. And I don't know them. I've met a few of the royals over the years, but I've never met them. But I just think that the amount of bullying by the press, British and American, that woman gets. Remember, she was in those rooms, a lot of them, you know, as a young Black American woman. She had a big voice in UNICEF and in the United Nations. She was in a lot of those rooms before Harry. And I just kind of try to fly the flag a bit. You've got to remember that this is a boy who was, you know, was forced at 12 years old to walk behind his mother's coffin. You know, his dad had been unfaithful. And he grew up in that world. And I think for him to want to say his piece is something quite admirable. And so I kind of think that they're in love. He's never been unfaithful to her. You know, the abuse she got for saying that she was mentally ill. I suffered severe postnatal depression, hospitalized after I had Matthew. So I really empathize and sympathize with somebody who was open about that, and she got ridiculed and hated. It's like, what has she really done?
Right.
You know? And every single day she is battered. So I just...
Good answer.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon from wherever you're watching us. So Denise Welch goes on Watch What Happens Live and basically says, hey, maybe Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex don't deserve all this hate. That's it. That's the crime. And suddenly the internet turns into a full WWE match. Chairs flying, people typing like their rent depends on it. Now pause, because regular people are watching this like, wait, that's what triggered everyone? She did not leak secrets. She did not insult anyone. She didn't start drama. She just showed a little empathy. And boom, chaos. That's when you know things are a bit upside down. Like imagine saying, hey, maybe let's not dogpile people 24/7 and folks react like you just cancelled Christmas. That's wild. And here's the funny part. The same crowd screaming Meghan is a bully immediately turn into bullies. No warm up, straight into attack mode. It's like bullying is sad unless you are the ones doing it. Make it make sense. But this is bigger than celebrity drama. Regular people feel this in real life too. You say something slightly different at work, group chat goes quiet. Family dinner gets tense. Now you're the problem. Same energy, different setting. It's that pressure to just agree, nod, smile, don't rock the boat. And if you don't, boom, you're trending for the wrong reasons. That's why moments like this stand out, because it's not really about Denise Welch. It's about what happens when someone refuses to follow the script. And honestly, people notice. They might not say it out loud, but a lot of folks are sitting there like, yes, she didn't say anything crazy. And that quiet agreement, that's louder than all the shouting online. At the end of the day, this is very simple. Being kind should not feel like a rebellious act. Having a balanced take should not get you dragged like you committed a crime. But here we are. So when someone speaks up and keeps it human, yes, it hits different. Let's keep it real for a second. Denise Welch goes on TV and says something basically like, hey, maybe Prince Harry and Meghan are human beings. And the internet loses its mind. No debate, not discussion, straight chaos. Now regular people are watching this like, wait, that's all she said? No insults, no wild claims, just empathy. The lowest setting on the human decency dial, and somehow that turned into a full-blown attack session. That's when you know the vibe is off. Because how do you scream bullying is wrong and then immediately start dragging someone for not bullying? That's like yelling, don't shout, while screaming at the top of your lungs. Make it make sense. And the funniest part, the script never changes. Same recycled lines, same dramatic tones, same energy like it's copy-paste from a group chat called Be Mad Daily. No facts, just vibe and volume. But here's where it hits a lot of regular people. This isn't just a celebrity drama. This is everyday life behavior. You ever been in a room where everyone's saying one thing and then you go, I don't fully agree. Suddenly the temperature drops. Now people are looking at you like you just betrayed the team. Same energy. It's that unspoken rule. Agree with the crowd or get treated like the problem. And Denise Welch basically said, yes, I'm not doing that today. Respect to Denise Welch. Because that takes guts. Not superhero guts. Just every day, I'm not about to join nonsense guts. And people notice that. They might not tweet it. They might not jump in the comments. But quietly, a lot of folks are like, yes, she did not say anything wrong. That quiet agreement is very powerful, because at the end of the day, this whole situation is very simple. When kindness becomes controversial, something is broken. Not the people being defended, the environment around it. And honestly, most people can see that without needing a whole debate panel. Prince Harry did not just wake up one day and decide to be difficult. This man lost his mom, Diana, Princess of Wales, in front of the entire world. Not private grief, global flashing camera, people selling newspapers, grief. As a kid. Now fast forward and people are like, why is he still talking about it? Why is he still talking about his mom? Since when did trauma come with a timer? Like imagine someone telling you, yes, I know your life flipped upside down, but it's been a few years ago. Wrap it up. That's not how humans work. That's how deadlines work. And this is where it gets wild. The same system that made money off that pain now turns around and says, hey, stop mentioning it. So it's okay to print it, okay to replay it, okay to analyze it every anniversary, but the person who lived it, he must be quiet. Please make it make sense. And regular people feel this one deeply because it's not just about royalty. It's a familiar situation where someone goes through something heavy and instead of support, they get move on, be strong, stop bringing it up. Basically, your pain is making us uncomfortable. So now you've got to heal silently so everyone else can stay comfortable. That's backwards. And when Prince Harry speaks on it, people act like it's drama. It's not drama. It's someone saying, that hurt me. Simple sentence, heavyweight. So when people get mad for Harry speaking, what they're really saying is, we like to silence better. And that's not concern, that's control. At the end of the day, this hits regular people because it's real. It's family dynamics. It's unresolved pain. It's being told to just get over it when they're not there yet. And honestly, most people aren't mad is talking. They're just not used to someone saying the quiet part out loud. Let's talk about the double standards, because this one is loud. Catherine, Princess of Wales, makes a mistake. Soft landing, gentle headlines. Oh, bless her. Tea and sympathy. Meghan Sussex breathes a little too loudly. Breaking news, panel discussion, 10 articles before lunch. Same world, different treatment. And regular people clock that immediately because this is not even about royalty. This is workplace energy. You know that one colleague who messes up a little and it's like, no worries, we all make mistakes. Then you do the same thing and suddenly it's, let's circle back, let's unpack this, let's schedule a meeting. Now you're sweating over an email typo. Same mistake, different grace. That's what people are seeing here. One person gets room to be human, the other gets a microscope. And not just a quick look, full zoom, HD, slow motion, replay. Everything becomes a personality flaw. Smile wrong, problem. Speak up, problem. Stay quiet, also a problem. At that point, it's not about what you do, it's about how people decided to see you. And once that label sticks, every action gets filtered through it like, see, I knew it. Meanwhile, someone else is out here making the same moves, and it's how she's learning, how she's elegant. Learning? We're all learning. That's life. But no, some people get patience, others get pressure, and that's why this hits a lot of regular folks. Because a lot of people have lived this at work, in families, in friend groups. You're expected to be perfect just to be accepted. Meanwhile, someone else can mess up 10 times and still be the favorite. That's exhausting, and it messes with your head. Because now you're not just living, you're performing, double checking yourself, overthinking everything, trying not to confirm whatever box people already put you in. That's not living, that's survival. So when people talk about double standards between Catherine, Princess of Wales and Meghan Sussex, they're not just being dramatic, they're recognizing a pattern they've seen before and for years. Different people, same script, one gets grace, one gets judged, and everybody watching is like, yes, I've seen this movie before. Enough is enough. Prince Harry and Meghan wake up every day and somehow, some way, people are already mad. Before breakfast, before coffee, before the Wi-Fi even stabilizes. At this point, it's not even criticism, it's a hobby. Like, do some people have alarm set? 6 a.m, brush teeth, 6:05 a.m, be upset about Harry and Meghan? Let's be serious for a second. And regular people watching this are like, wait, why are we still doing this? Because let's keep it real. Most folks don't have time for that level of obsession. Bills are due, work is calling, life is lifting. Nobody has energy to be professionally angry at strangers all day. That's why this whole thing feels off. It's a manufactured rage. It's not normal to track two people this closely just to find something to complain about. That's not concern, that's commitment. Olympic level commitment. And this is the part that hits home. A lot of people have experienced a mini version of this. You ever had someone decide they don't like you? And from that moment on, everything you do is wrong. You say hi, fake, you stay quiet, rude, you succeed, must be luck, you struggle, see I knew it, you can't win. That's the vibe. And at some point, normal people just look at that and go, yes, this isn't about them anymore. Because when the reaction is always loud, always negative, always ready, it says more about the reaction than the target. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan are just out there living their life, raising their kids, and doing life on their own terms. Because nothing frustrates a hater more than someone who refuses to collapse. No breakdown, no apology tour, just life going on. That's the real plot twist. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this podcast. I really hope you enjoyed the podcast. I'm your host, Miles. I'll catch you in the next episode. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, share videos widely to family, friends, and relatives. Subscribe for more raw and unfiltered commentary. I'll catch you in the next episode. Love you all and goodbye. May God bless you all.